Happy Veterans Day, everybody. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you appreciate all of the men and women who serve to continue to give us the freedom that we have in the world. I wanted to share with you today one of the keys to success. It's a key I first learned and began to develop myself when I was in the military, but it's actually a key that is talked about by everyone. In fact, I was watching a um, YouTube or a TED Talk this week, and it was talking about this is one of the keys that Warren Buffett has for his success. In fact, it's the number one key. So what is that? And why would it be important to know that? Because the reason it's important is that if we don't have this one skill, then everything else kind of almost doesn't matter. So what is it? Would you like to know? That skill is integrity. And when we think of the word integrity, maybe we think of a lot of different things. Maybe we think about, being good. But really, integrity is a word that means whatever we say we're going to do. But even more than that is whatever we intend we're going to do. Whatever our intention about our life is, our actions are going to measure up with that, right? So sometimes we say some words and then, maybe we manage to pull that off, and maybe we won't say it unless we're sure. But if you're really intending it internally, then you still have to, you're really having integrity to yourself. I mean, certainly integrity to other people is valuable, but what about integrity to yourself? And so as I was thinking about that this weekend, what is one of the keys to integrity? There's a lot of them, but probably one of the most important ones is having integrity to the time of your life, right? Whereas money, whereas relationships are important, all these other things are important, that you can actually get more money, but time is exactly what it is. If you let a whole day go, that day is gone for forever. And so you have this plan to do something this week. How do you be intentional about that, and how do you have integrity to actually go and accomplish that? And so one of the ways to do that is to really be clear about what you're going to say no to, so that what you are saying yes to, you can actually put that into your week. You can put that ideally into your week. And one of the things I've been playing with in this arena is to also make sure I clarify not just what's going to be on the calendar, but where it's going to be on the calendar and exactly how much time I'm going to give it on the calendar. And this is hard, but if we just put something out there, if we put it in a to-do list, we'll spend just a huge amount of time potentially working on it instead of just the short amount of time we want to give to it, because our brains will fill up whatever time we give to something. So you have to be intentional about exactly how much time you're going to give to each of those things. And another thing to be intentional about is who you're going to put on that calendar. It's real easy to fill up your calendar with all the things you're trying to do for yourself or for work, but what about the various roles in your life? The role of, being a husband or wife, a spouse, or a significant other to somebody. Where are you being intentional about the time you're giving to that relationship, or to your relationship with your kids, or to the relationships with friends? We have to design our own life, and we have to set our intent. And because what we give our time to is really what is truly important. So if we intend one thing, but we give our time to another thing, what we're saying is that other thing is really more important. If we're going to Netflix and all these other things, what we're really doing is saying that's more important than the time I'm going to give to my career or my spouse or my kids. So hopefully this helps you, but be intentional and set what you really want, but then have the integrity to actually act out those items. And that's something that the military is really good, because when they set that they're going to be intentional about doing something, they go and actually get on that target, and so we have to do the same thing. And like I said, this is what Warren Buffett's number one item is when he's evaluating who he's going to invest in, is whether or not they have integrity. Do you have the integrity that you need to accomplish your dreams? Hopefully you do. And by the way, sometimes we just need help with that. We need somebody to help us, push us, get going. This is what I help people do as a coach. We unlock what their real intent is, and we go and actually drive and make that happen and fight for you and your dreams. So if you'd like to talk about that, just ask me. I'd be happy to get on, have a 15-minute conversation with you, see if we can't unlock some ways that you can get some more traction and be able to move forward with intent and integrity. Thank you very much. Have a great Veterans Day.